Well, exactly 3 minutes past 10 and 28 seconds. And in a couple of seconds, we are going to get in the iconic star, literally. Yes, Susmit Sen, the legendary guitarist who shaped the sound of Indian fusion rock with the Indian Ocean, is no stranger to pushing musical boundaries. Having co-founded Indian Ocean in 1990 alongside the late Ashim Chakravarti, Sen spent over 2 decades blending classical Indian ragas with rock and jazz and folk traditions. His contribution helped birth an indie music movement in India, one that continues to inspire artists today. Now, over a decade after stepping away from Indian Ocean, Sen has embarked on a deeply personal musical journey. This time in a language that's not his own, Konkanese. Sen's latest release, a Konkani song inspired by the poem Saiba Tandela by Umesh Manohar Sardesai, is more than just a track in his solo repertoire. But to talk a lot about it and post that to hear the track, a warm welcome to the amazing Susmit Sen coming on live on Restream. There he is, and a big warm welcome to Susmit. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you clearly, Jimmy, and thank you so much for inviting me here.
It's such a pleasure and honor
Am I
to
audible?
have you. Yes, absolutely audible. It's such a pleasure and honor to have you here with us. But just tell me, you've been there. You are literally the person who has kind of created the independent style of fusion music, way back, which is truly awesome because I can still get those reverberating sounds when you actually kind of play on fusion music. I remember years back. So, tell us, before we get into your current album, tell us how's your journey been? I mean, you look very fulfilled. You look like still you're exploring new grounds. So tell us a little bit about your journey. And was it right from the beginning you were interested in being a musician, or it was chance by accident? It happens, on and off, that someday you're sitting with friends and you kind of strum a little bit and suddenly say, hey, I think I've got it in me and I need to become a musician. So what was all about your journey?
That entails too many questions, Jimmy. Let me see where I can start. Okay, I I did not know during my childhood that I'm going to be a musician, and nobody around me knew. I was heavily into games, and I started playing guitar sometime around 13 or 14, but that was a typical person who has a guitar at home because my brother owned a guitar, and I took
Okay.
from that. But my life changed musically when I was introduced to Indian classical music, and that was in late school. And
Okay.
I had the opportunity to listen to some of the greatest musicians on earth play live. People like Nikhil
Okay.
Banerjee, Ali Akbar Kasab, Bhim Singh Joshi, Mallikarjun Mansoor. So that kind of changed my life, and I started playing the guitar, trying to simulate that particular sound. I have never
Wow.
learned music, but nevertheless, after a while, I started jamming with Oshin, and he helped me because I had certain compositions, and I got to learn a lot about beat patterns through him. And
Okay.
then finally, let's not get into massive amount of details. It's all there in
Absolutely. Just in a nutshell.
the
Absolutely.
first
So,
home. So I formed Indian Ocean in 1990 because me and Osim played a few duo concerts, and that turned out to be extremely successful. And that
okay.
prompted me to say that I must form a band to have a much larger sound. In 1990, I formed the band. Yep.
Wow. Wow. I'm just curious why Indian Ocean? It's huge, it's vast. What was behind the name Indian Ocean? I'm just curious. I'm just kind of thought of just now.
I we were thinking of various different names because I collected all these musicians and we used to play in our drawing room. And a lot of names were suggested, but one day my father just whispered Indian Ocean, and we said that this is
Wow.
the name
Trust
we
me,
want. This.
it's still there top of the mind. It's still there top of the mind. So the journey over the years, independent music, jazz, fusion built in, and now it's Saiba Tandela. tell us a little bit about this amazing track which you've created, which has so much behind it. Do tell us a little bit about it.
Okay, you've heard this one, right? So, anyways, I shifted to Goa about a year and a half back, and Goa has treated me extremely well. And therefore, I thought I must give back something to Goa. And therefore, I had to produce a song which was in Konkani. And that has a story because I did not have a person who would write the lyrics. So, in different performances, I should announce that please let me know if there is anybody who writes Konkani lyrics. So one of Umesh's friends was there in one of my shows, and he told Umesh that Sushmit is looking for a lyricist, and then he contacted me, and that's how the journey began.
Okay.
And then a singer came in, and then singer I have worked with her earlier, MD Pallavi, who was quite very popular in Karnataka and across the south of India. So she was the choice I had, and she readily accepted that offer, and she sang this piece. And I think she's done it brilliant.
So,
Yeah.
so tell me what in the track strikes you the most, because you are so innovative, you kind of move with the beats, you kind of flow with the music. So, in the music, what has struck you the most as the person behind it?
I should be asking the same question to the audience rather than me being asked the same this particular question. But but what is striking? I think the beat pattern is very very folksy, very catchy. The catch lines are a bit disorienting for people who know music because it's not exactly 4x4. But there is a seven element in that. It
Okay.
starts with a seven element and then it merges with the four. So that is another aspect to it. The other thing is that once I composed this particular piece, the most difficult part was to play the solo because this uh, this scale and this beat pattern I played on many times.
Absolutely.
But then I realized that if I play a certain kinds of riffs, it'll sound the same. So I had to really get out of the box and think about it and and play the solo that I have played.
I'm just curious, Shushmi, do you have a guitar beside you right now?
Not right now. Not right
Okay,
now.
okay, okay. Otherwise, I would have loved to hear, something, maybe a 20-second live, which is a unique opportunity. The world is watching you. Calcutta is hearing you as well as watching you on the digital platform.
I
So tell
have a
me,
I have my guitar in the house. It will take me about 2 minutes to go and fetch it. But
yes, please.
unfortunately, that guitar is meant for to be amplified, although it's acoustic. Um, I can do that, but it'll take about 2 minutes.
Okay, what we'll do is then what I'm going to do is I'm going to play your song out right now, Saiba Tandela. While the song is going on, you can go and get your guitar, and after the song finishes, we can jam together with your guitar. Is that okay?
Jamming together would not be.
No, no, I wouldn't. I'll be on this side of the studios, hearing you, in my own way, and that's what I mean. So we'll play the song, which gives you enough time to go get the guitar because it'll be awesome for the world to hear you, maybe for a minute or just a 30-second, whichever way you feel best. Is that okay?
I will go and get my guitar. Okay, fine. You
Okay.
play the
Yes,
track,
yes.
and unfortunately,
Absolutely.
I cannot hear the reactions of the audience at this point of time.
No,
Till
what you will not be able to hear the reactions, but on the digital pages, all the messages will be coming in. You'll be able to actually get to see it. So the reactions will come there. So
wonderful.
while you get your guitar right here for the world, it is Sahiba Tandela. Wow, this is truly awesome, Susmeet. Really, really, it actually hit you. It hit me, sorry. It hit me solidly because it's truly awesome. The way it started and the way you kind of created the intonations and the sounds from the guitar because they say, no, you're the iconic man when you kind of start strumming on the guitar. Amazing. Saiba Tandela, I'm telling you, Calcutta must have loved it. The world hearing it on the digital platform must have loved it. Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Isn't she amazing? Isn't she amazing?
No, seriously. And the magic man, the icon man, is there with his guitar. Whichever way you give Shushmit anything, and he's going to make a guitar out of it. I can promise you that. So something, give us that live something which the world will wow and rock to. Anything in your mind. It can
I
even be
had
for. Yes, please.
I had talked about how I can use this particular scale and the beat pattern into a very well heard of my guitar playing. So I'll start.
Sushmit, the sound is going a little off. I mean, I think because of the network, the sound was going a little off, but
Yeah,
quite a bit of it, I loved it. Trust me, from the heart,
thank,
I loved it.
thank you
And
so much. This guitar is an amazing. It has got a very thin body, and it is not made acoustically.
yes,
But when
and you,
it sounds
you
exactly
it sounded awesome, and he did a beautiful, you couldn't even make out. It felt like, wow, it's like live right here. But I know the network is giving a little issues. So Shishmit, the world is watching you across. We got about 1.7 crore people across the world watching you and hearing you right now, and the entire city of joy, Calcutta, listening to you. What message would you like to give across to them? Because you have been the man who's created jazz, independent music, combined it together, created beautiful fusion. Today it's this beautiful Konkani song, and it really sounded and it touched the heart. Trust me, I think when one hears it with in a room with the system on, it's gonna hit the heart solidly. It was truly awesome.
thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So
Look,
so yeah,
one thing
Shushmit.
I would. How long is this interview going to last? Is it going to last for some more time? Then I would like to speak about a couple of more things.
Yes, please, please. Because only thing is, Shushmit, the network is creating a problem. Your voice is
Oh,
going on and off, and the images are getting a little stuck. That's why,
right. Thank you.
if
Exactly.
if the network gets right, because you're freezing and then you're coming on, you're freezing and then you're coming on. That's why.
Right, right, right. So I would like to talk about the producer of album is Biti Adhikari.
Yes.
Whoever heard the, I mean, is, uh, um has delved into deep music, they would have heard his name. He's worked with Pink Floyd, he's produced Nirvana, he's produced Pearl Jam, and to absolute pleasure. Absolutely. Um,
Hello.
he takes his job. I've worked with so many different producers, but he
Right.
brings in his own creativity into it. It's not just the mix. It is also a lot of electronics that is gone into this, which you probably may not be able to hear, but it is enhancing the sound immensely. It was an amazing pleasure and experience to have worked with him. So that is one. Okay, tell me, What else can I say?
Yes, I mean, the experience of creating this beautiful song, which you'll have actually come together and created with the vocals being fantabulous, your guitar being out of the world, the entire blend, it feels like it's an international track right out there, the kind of music you would hear in Europe, which was very folkish and with the strumming of the guitar and the blend of the vocals on the highs and the lows, it was just awesome. So, when you were making the song, what is the most memorable moment you had?
That, that's a tough one. There were many memorable moments because I uh, because the musicians that I had with me, the producers that I had with me, each one of them taking their solos, each one of them expressing themselves, was taking it to another level of ecstasy. So I cannot possibly say that this particular part was more of an ecstasy than the other, but yes, the whole thing, the way the whole thing came together was fantastic. I'm talking
Absolutely.
about this Saiba Tandela,
Yes,
but
Saiba Tandela, yes.
I'm
So,
talking about Saiba Tandela. But there are other stories for the other numbers which is going to be there in this album called Azadi.
okay.
Yeah.
So, with the experience, with your iconic stature, especially in guitaring and lead guitaring and playing music, what message would you like to give to the youngsters now these days who want to become iconic and want to make a career about music? Any message to them?
The only thing that I would like to tell them is that lead your life the way you want to, and do not go by the society's way of telling you how to live your life. And that
Right.
is how you will find your own identity, and therefore you will. Everyone is a hero out here. Okay, so you have to basically recognize that, and to do that, you have to believe in yourself and listen to your inner feeling.
Absolutely, truly right. Be yourself, listen to your inner voice, do what you want to do. Because if you love what you do and do what you love, you're sure going to be a sure success. Shushmit, to the world, a message from you. To the world who's watching you all the way from the US, Canada, Europe, across South Africa, Cape Town, London, UK, Switzerland. We have messages coming in from Canada. They're all watching you and hearing you on our digital spaces. What message would you like to give to everybody, including the city of joy, Kolkata?
Um, For Kolkata, I would say that I've always loved the city. I would love to come and perform there, but I have not done that for many many years. And feel the crowd out there personally. Um, for the rest of the world, I would say that please share if you have liked it, and it'll be yeah, it'll help this particular release a lot.
Well, Shushmit, it's been such a pleasure talking to you. Your song and the impromptu performance you gave out. It was such a pleasure hearing you, watching you play, as well as hearing Saiba Tandela. And a big congratulations to you and your team for this exceptional track, exceptional song. Really, really appreciate you joining us live all the way from Goa. It's super fantabulous.
Thank you so much. I just wish that the connectivity was a bit better,
It
but
happens. Don't worry. It's a part of life, as I always say. But you sounded good, and we got 90% of what you said. Not to worry. It was perfectly perfect. Thank you so much once again. Have a great weekend. Party away. Enjoy yourself, and carry on strumming music into people's lives. God bless, and do take care.
Jimmy, it was such a pleasure speaking to you. Yeah.
Pleasure's mine. Thank you so much and God bless. Well, that was that amazing, legendary guitarist, Susmit Sen, live all the way from Goa, right here on 91.9 Friends FM.